Ooh. We're going to have ourselves a show, a little bit of an extra show today. In case you have missed it, Brian Callahan has been fired. Hallelujah. Thank you. Thank you for all of your blessings the whole time. Howdy, Goose. Hope you're doing well. With me is the great, the venerable, the Hall of Famer himself, Scott Cobe, the upcoming fan of those Patriots who are still going to put a belt to our ass no matter what. But, Scott, we'll just go ahead and say it real quick here, because everybody needs to hear this. It was a necessary move. It was a necessary move. I don't care who looks at it. If you watched one game of the Titans this year, this was a necessary move, right?
You don't agree with Kirk Herbstreit, Sam?
No, I sure don't.
It was. I mean, as we talked about pre-show, it definitely was a necessary move. You looked at the one win they have. Should never have won that game. Arizona just basically said, okay, we're up 21-6. That's it. The game's over. So, right. Yeah, they weren't – look at Cam Ward. If he's progressing as a number one pick and as an NFL quarterback, okay. But he's not. He really isn't. And that's the problem. And that's a huge problem right now. So, I agree. It had to be done. It had to be done.
Chad Brinker said it best. He got down there into it, and he goes, there was no progression. That was the number one reason. There was no progression, and you could say he says the whole team, but let's be honest, it was Cam Ward that was showing no progression. You had to do it. They had to do it. Let's hope they hire Frank. No, absolutely not, Goose.
No. You don't want that headache. You don't want that headache.
I saw him when he was here in Vanderbilt. No, thank you. I don't think I will put up with it.
Let's look at it this way. Let's look at it. Number one NFL quarterbacks that are drafted. Is he a Jamarcus Russell? I think he's far from it. I think he's far from that.
Right.
Is he going to end up being a Peyton Manning? I don't think he'll end up being a Peyton Manning, but I think he'll be closer to Manning than he will Jamarcus Russell.
I kind of look at him honestly, and I'm thinking, like, at best he could be a McNabb for you if you really needed like a good McNabb kind of player.
I would agree with that.
Goose, what are you doing? Are you trolling here? Is this?
Before people go off the rooftops, am I saying he's going to be Peyton Manning? No. What am I saying? Is he going to be on the path of Peyton Manning or on the path of Russell? He's going to be more close to the path of Manning, I think.
Right.
He's got talent. Cam Ward has got talent. That's why he was in the one draft pick.
Right. So. Yeah. No, I get it. But it's just so funny to me that as soon as this fired, everybody knows he should have been fired. If you go on Twitter, if you go on TikTok, you go on anything right now, Titans fans everywhere are that. Yeah, now, okay, now you boys are just hurting my feelings. All I do is love you, and you constantly hurt me. Thank you, Crew Talk Sports. If you like the Broncos, check out Crew Talk Sports. Bad trolls, though. Shame on them. But if you look at it as a whole, as soon as they fire the guy, oh, hold on, I got a compliment. Thank you. See, they're like Stockholm syndrome. They do the one nice thing, and you're like, oh, that's lovely. I got to get that. Aaron Glenn might be available. Oh, stop it. Stop. I like Aaron Glenn. Anyway, but if you look at this thing as a whole, everything this guy has done, he has won one more game than Ken Wisenhunt and somehow almost put up less yards. That in itself is a horrific feat by a head coach. Absolutely horrific. And I hate being that guy that takes enjoyment out of somebody being fired. It's not a good thing. You're uprooting this guy's kids, his family, and everything. Yeah, his dad quit today too, who's the offensive line coach.
You knew that was good.
You knew you can't make a guy stay. You just fired his son. You don't pay me in cheese. Oh, well, I'll take that. The cheeseheads are out in force today. We left him in Vegas. Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping for. I hate dancing on anybody's grave, but come on, Scott, no matter how we cut this thing, guy was a bad coach. He was a bad coach. I don't.
Yeah, when you go 4-19 in the NFL and you have one home win in the season and a quarter,
horrible.
Yeah, you're not a very good head coach. Do they have talent on that team? Yes, they do.
Sure.
Do they have the coaches that have helped that talent along? No, they do not.
No, I don't.
And that was the problem. Do they have some coaches that are good on their staff? Yes, I think so. Do they?
I think your DC is good. I
Yep.
think your special teams is good. Fossil, I think he's good. But yeah, no, it's so irritating to me because it's like no matter what I do, I'm just going to get chewed out by either the media or something like that, and it's just so silly to me. His paycheck ain't going to getting cut the day he's fired. Oh,
well, I would rather pay him the remainder of his contract than have him standing on the sidelines coaching my team to loss.
Exactly. Yeah. Look, this is the price of doing business. You make the bad choice, you got to pay him the money. You had to pay Mike Vrabel. You had to pay all that stuff. Hey, how you doing, Bo? Hope you're doing well.
Bo, what's up?
Glorious day, isn't it, Bo? Glorious day.
But when you look at you got Alec Amanor, or however you pronounce his last name.
I think it's Ao Manor. I gave it a shot.
He could be good. He could be good for the Titans. You got Calvin Ridley. He's shown it time and time again in the NFL. He could be good. But under this regime that just departed,
can't do it.
No,
can't do it. They're going to have to, and it falls into the next thing. It kind of had to be Mike McCoy, right? Like somebody that knows the rules and has been a head coach before. Obvious decision there, correct? You think?
Yeah, that name was floated around as soon as Callahan was fired. They said Mike McCoy is in the building. He would be the logical choice, and I agree. You need to have a coach that's been there, that's developed a team, that's developed talent. That are they going to win? Are they going to go and win 5-6 in a row? I don't know. But are they going to look better as a team? Yes, they are.
Yeah, I think you and I talked about beforehand. Mike McCoy is the type of guy that's like, all right, Cam, what do you like to do? And we'll start there.
Yeah.
And we'll just try to do the best we can. Look, your Patriots are going to put a belt to my ass no matter what this Sunday. Everyone knows it. You know it. I know it. The American people know it. It is coming. Good. Boy, you guys come up with the names of like the worst of the worst. I know. You even got Pettin out there. Oh, good old Pettin.
I actually, this is what I'll say. Will the Titans get a little bump from this? Probably, because I'm sure some of the players were not happy with it.
Oh, I guarantee you they weren't. So
the Patriots
they're all pretty quiet. They're pretty quiet on Twitter right now. You know what I mean? That's kind of like, when Mike got fired, you saw glowing Twitter messages, right? From Jeffrey Simmons and stuff. Radio silence right now from everybody, which makes me think like, yikes. You know what I mean? Yikes.
I think this is a wait and see approach here in terms of what you see Sunday. I don't think you'll see the Titans. Calvin Ridley has a hamstring injury. I don't know if he's playing. Even if he's not, I think the offense is going to center around Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears. I think that's the way the offense is going to go. These guys are really.
DJ, what are you smoking? What are you smoking? I know the chat has decided that the only way to cheer me up is to suggest horrible head coaching candidates. So I guess the second question that I have, or I guess the third question, who's up, right? Do you go with a rookie head coach here? Do you go with a guy who gets his second try? Like I'm thinking of a Matt Nagy, Arthur Smith kind of dude. Is somebody going to get a second chance here, or do you try a Joe Brady or something like that?
I know this name might not be very popular, but I think Cliff Kingsbury could be a guy, an offensive mind to help Cam Ward develop.
Yeah, part of that like second try kind of.
Yep. I think you have to get a guy in that's going to develop Cam Ward. I think this is all please. She's talking. I know firsthand you don't want that. But you got to get a guy. Cam Ward's the centerpiece of this organization right now on the field. You have to develop him into an NFL quarterback. I'm not saying like in 2 months. I'm saying over the course of a year.
Right.
So I think a Cliff Kingsbury, an offensive mind, would be great. Kind of not Kevin O'Connell, but kind of like Kevin O'Connell.
Sure.
To develop Cam Ward to get there, and then develop an offense that's going to be beneficial to the talent you have on the roster. So.
Right. Because that's the thing that you see with Callahan and where he came from was Zach Taylor. It's one of these, and you and I love this, my system kind of guys. This is how it works. I just put you in here and you work, right? Not everybody can be Shanahan and 49ers and make it miraculously work sometimes. Joe Brady, if you want to take a shot at OC, or McCarthy, if you want to get success before. Here's the problem. McCarthy kind of makes sense to me. I hate that it makes sense. But I mean, that kind of like if you were going to build a foundation, right? Would it like Mike McCarthy 3 years and then kind of move on from there? Yeah. I hate that, but I mean, I don't know. It makes sense for Mike McCarthy. I just hope it's not true. I'd rather take a shot outside with Cliff Kingsbury or something.
And you really don't want Joe Brady because the only offense that he knows how to run is the Josh Allen offense right now.
I haven't seen him run at guard yet, so that's a plus.
No, that's a plus for sure. Luke Fickell, get out of Luke Fickell. He's not coming. But you just got to find a guy that's gonna be an offensive man. These defensive coaches do not work. I don't care what you say; they do not work.
No,
I see Saleh, see Aaron Glenn, see a bunch of other guys. They just don't work. So
they'll work. They will work eventually. They're not working right now. Right. And that's just where we are. I mean, like you and I have talked about this forever and ever. It was a passing league. I said it'll go to a running league here eventually. You know what I mean? Like, and
you don't want to before.
I know they have just gone through. They've Googled stuff. Yo, what's up? Hey, how you doing, Conservative Patriot? Hello, Smoking Jay Cutler. That's a great nickname. We have people, guys. I don't want Brinker, guys. Oh, Lord have mercy. Look, it's not that easy, guys. It's not that easy. And look, you guys can hate Brinker all you want. I think some of it is overdone. I think he made this move here. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, it is a big deal, but I think you guys are being a little too mean to the brand new front office we got. Look, they looked at what was in the field this year, and they said, I don't think a guy is here. So let's just stick with what we have, and maybe they turned around. They didn't turn around, so they fire him. It's not great. I wish they hadn't stuck with him. But you had to make the call. It was a bad call, so you move on. Mistakes are going to happen in this league. It's usually going to happen.
Yeah, and usually when a guy comes in, a new GM comes in, he doesn't fire the coach right away. He gives him a year.
Right. Yeah.
And then he says after the year, okay, this is not my guy, or I think I can work with this guy. I think I can do it. Just like Vrabel up here in New England. Elliott Wolf was still in the front office. Everybody wanted Elliott Wolf gone. Well, Vrabel said, we're going to give him a year and see how he does. It's the same type of deal with right. When Brinker came in. He wants to give Brian Callahan a year, but unfortunately it's so bad right now that he just had to cut bait and say, okay, he probably went to Amy Adams and said, look, Amy, this is not working. We need to get rid of this guy. Because Amy Adams is paying this guy the rest of his contract. So
right.
You just had to do it. You had to do it. I mean, there's just no other way.
Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't stink. Like I'm happy he's fired because I feel like he was a detriment to this team. That's the best way to put it. It's not good, but you have to remove the thorn pretty much. Let it bleed. Let it bleed, baby. Mark Sanchez, you guys are on a roll today. My goodness.
And if they were just keeping Brian Callahan around because they didn't want to lose his dad, that's the wrong reason to keep him around.
Right. And your offensive line wasn't better anyway.
No, it was not. It was not. So Mike McCoy is going to do a solid job. He's not going to reinvent the wheel with the Titans. He's going to do a solid job.
He's going to keep him upright. He's going to keep Cam upright, and he's just going to be like, hey. And I guarantee you, he's going to be like, hey, if you want to throw it deep, throw it deep. If you want to do this, do this. If you want to throw it short, throw it short. If it's interception, fine. We'll deal with it after that. Just go out there and play your game.
And the other thing I'm going to say is Mike McCoy has nothing to lose as a coach. He's just there for the rest of the year. He has nothing to lose. So he may just let it rip and say, okay, Cam, you're going to run the offense? Let's just let it loose and go Freddie Kitchens. Why don't you go against Brian Daboll?
I don't know. They keep finding these names, and it just makes me more upset. I'm more upset that they have so many names in the clip that they're firing at me. It's amazing. It's amazing to me. Yeah. Russell Wilson will be looking for. Russell Wilson needs to retire. Yeah. Lord have mercy. Mr. Unlimited is very limited. Do you
Brian
feel the Titans
Dable
will-
went to the doctor and said, "Please put Jackson Dart back in. Please clear him. I need him."
Yeah, gee whiz. So to answer your question here, everybody always says that, but there's only 32 jobs, right?
Yeah.
People are going to take the job.
Yes.
And you have the most cap space next year at $162 million. That's a lot of cap space.
Yep.
So I'm not saying you go in and fix every hole because it's impossible. Every team has deficiencies, every single one of them.
Right.
So, but you can fix a lot of problems with that. And so, no, it's 32 teams. Somebody's going to go for it, whatever. CJ, why do we keep doing this? The ginger clapper? What are we doing?
Somebody's going to look at this Titans team and say, we have Cam Ward. We have a couple of good running backs. We have some solid wide receivers. Not great, solid. If Calvin Ridley stays there, which I think he's going to.
I think they're letting him go next year.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, they have a whole. They have the out in this contract next year.
Will you have to overpay a little to get free agents there? Probably,
but I think free agency is overpaying. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that's just what it is. And maybe they keep it. Maybe I'm wrong, but he does have the out.
Will be fine. And you'll get a good coach. A good coach will want to go there.
A good coach will want to fix it too.
Yes.
I want to fix this.
Yes. So don't shut the door on them having to go for 5th or 6th choice. They're not going to have to. They'll develop a list. They'll have a list, not Deion Sanders.
Stop it. Have you never really heard that one before? Look at it.
He golf claps and he spits as he's clapping.
Yeah, he drops the F-bomb, but he sounds like a guy that doesn't know how to drop the F-bomb. He's like, we gotta fucking do it. Like that's how he says it. You know. But yeah,
it's not the worst for Titans fans. It's far from the worst thing in the world to fire your coach after 5 games, 6 games. It's far from the worst thing. It'll be fine. You just have to go through the pains this year that will end up this year, but it happens. He's a spitter. Yes, he is.
All right, Troy, get out. Get out. Everybody out.
And the other thing I will tell you is, Titans fans, please don't be distraught if the Patriots win Sunday and Vrabel's coach. Please don't.
I'm wearing my We Ass shirt, so that's what I plan on doing.
Yes.
How would you feel about Mike McCarthy? I talked about it earlier. It's okay. I could talk about it again. I think if you do, he's not going to be signed to a long-term contract. It'll be a nice 2 or 3 year get out of there kind of way. Yeah. Exactly. Urban Meyer is us. All right, Goose, you're in timeout. Jesse Minter, Joe Brady, Cliff Kingsbury, Brian Flores, Kellen Moore, Matt Nagy, Matt Kafka, Todd Monken.
Brian Flores is a great a really good coach, but he's a defensive coach. You don't need that right now. Cliff Kingsbury, I already mentioned.
You're also in timeout.
I'm not sure you want. Chris Collinsworth and Mike Tree. Yeah, come on.
It's possible, Troy. I'm kind of leaning towards Scott's prediction of Cliff Kingsbury here personally, but it's hard to say. It depends on what you look at, what you think could be better. Who do you want then? Who's your dream pick? My absolute dream pick?
Oh,
boy, God. If Big Red would leave Kansas City, that would be the dream pick, right? One of the top offensive minds. Can we stop it with the mics? It is a lot of mics in the coaching tree.
But you're going to hear Mike McCarthy's name being very much brought up.
Yeah, it's going to be because what is Mike McCarthy? He's fundamental. That's what he is. He's just very fundamentally sound. Let me build this team around a quarterback kind of guy. Look out for Doug Peterson or Matt Nagy with the Chiefs connection. That's true. Borgonzi is from the Chiefs. I tend to forget that.
might be brought up. Nagy, I don't think so. I just don't think so.
They won't let me do it, Cheese Talk. All I run is 4 verticals and at right guard the entire time. That's all I do. That's all I do.
Fourth down, he throws the halfback option pass. So you can't even do that.
What? The what coach? The what coach? Oh, QB coach. Oh, I don't know. Shoot. Don't know. Oh, Goose. You guys are funny.
You're not going to dip into college. There's nobody in college that I think is ready.
No, considering that the college systems have ruined players the last couple of years.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll be a retread in the NFL. It'll either be the hot coordinator or it's going to be like a McCarthy or a Peterson.
Why do you hurt me, Troy? We root for the same teams, Troy. Why do you?
Troy, why are you doing this to Sam?
I'm in it. I'm in my feelings right now.
Yeah,
I'm in it. But Bill's done. Stop it. It was proven, as this Patriots fan will tell you right here, it was Tommy. It was Tommy the whole time. It was never Bill. It was Tommy. What was your initial reaction to Brian Callahan being fired mid-season? Joy. Utter joy. If anybody's seen my socials or any of my podcasts, I was pretty much calling for his head since the Colts game. It was just unforgivable for what he did. If I was a coach, all I want to do is empty backfield and jet sweeps. That's right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Everything's Madden. Do you think the move was justified, or are you worried it's too early?
No. It's definitely justified. Watch the product on the field. That tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, if you can't run a simple out route or anything, or get any your lineup straight, and you're constantly getting the bad penalties and stuff, he's bad. I don't know how else to describe it. There's plenty of stats out there. I've posted stuff from Wes Wisely, Paul Kaharski, and guys like that have kept up with it. They have regressed horribly. So he's got to stop. Who would you like to see as the next head coach or interim, and why? Well, Mike McCoy is the interim, and that made perfect sense.
Yep.
Straight up. Former head coach.
Certainly did.
He was there. And I mean, like, I think a lot of the times teams make sure they have a guy there like that in case something like this happens, and you can put him in.
Yep.
The next head coach, I kind of like Scott's prediction here with Cliff Kingsbury. I think that's a pretty good one. I'm okay with that. Mr. Verdel's deeply said, right? He's hiding his sadness. I am. I'm hiding it all behind this Dr. Pepper can.
I actually had to get Sam to come on the air. He was kicking and screaming.
I was distraught. Oh yeah, no, I don't want to talk football. I hate it. It's actually my first day of vacation, and this happened. So I was like, oh God, I got to talk about this.
What a vacation! What a vacation!
I know. I literally said, I was like, just so you know, it's my first day of vacation, and I would love for the head coach to be fired. Next thing I know, everybody's in. Like, I had 86 text messages on Facebook, TikTok. They're like, they did it. And I was like, oh my God. Flores would be a good fit for the defense. He'll find an OC. I don't know. Man,
look at the NFL. Look at all the defensive minded coaches been hired in the last 3 years. It's not working. It just is not. So you need to go offensive.
Right now, defense is not winning championships. Let's put it that way.
Will Brian Flores interview in Tennessee? Yes, he will.
Yeah,
no question.
Right, and not like defensive. Like, I know the Eagles' defensive line beat the Chiefs last year. I'm saying that it's a offensive head coach that kind of pushes people over the edge now. How much does a rookie Cam Ward's performance factor into the decision? Major. I would think it's the number one reason.
Yes.
Brinker's press conference tonight, him and Mike Borgonzi said it was not good. It was regression. It had to go. So, that's just how it is. Let's bring in Sam for HD. Oh, bro. I would be puking on the sideline going, why didn't my slant routes work?
When a quarterback starts talking in press conferences, it's usually pretty quick.
Yeah.
And we saw it yesterday with Tua in Miami. He's starting to talk now. I think it's going to be pretty quick before McDaniel's gone too. So it just happens when the quarterback, your number one centerpiece of your organization, starts talking in press conferences. It's not long.
It's not good. Yeah, it's not good at all. You see the Titans streak through. Your defense is not bad. Our defense is not bad. Look, they've had plenty of reason to give up, and they've fought so hard. Either something happens in the fourth quarter because they've been on the field for like 50 minutes, or something like that. The weakness is the offense. I mean, from blocking to wide receivers to everything. All the weaknesses are on the offense. I agree with Titans take. All the weaknesses are on the offense right now.
I would agree with that too.
Like, you could go into the draft and you draft all offense. I would be like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, every last thing. I don't care if it's O lineman, wide receiver, anything. You need help everywhere when it comes to that. So how
you
confident are you?
You attack free agency with the offense, and you attack the draft offensively. You need to build it.
I think a lot. Yes, that's correct. I think a lot of Titans fans are fed up with the front office and everything. They've been mad at Amy because of the Vrabel situation and all of this stuff. But, she paid the price for the bad decision with J-Rob, and then he got rid of A.J. Brown, and then she had to make that decision. And then Mike Vrabel, it's pretty much out there now. He was not the easiest to deal with in Tennessee. And I'm not saying that to put Scott down or anything. He knows he's difficult to deal with. I guarantee you he's difficult to deal with the Patriots. Do I think they should have put up with it? Sure. And I think we were wrong for firing him. But that doesn't mean that there wasn't some just cause there to fire him.
Well, there were things that went on.
And bottom line, guys, in 2 years, he didn't win enough games. He did not win enough games. Okay? And you can say roster or whatever else. He didn't win enough games. That's what it came up with. Now, you got Brinker, you got Borgonzi, a first-year GM. And I guess this is technically Brinker's first year as head of football operations because he was the head of analytics last year.
Yeah.
And so this is their first big hurdle. And they took the shellacking tonight in front of the press. Had to put up with all the questions about why they did this and why they did that, which is silly to me, by the way. They had to. That's why they did it. Special teams is doing really good along with the defense. But the O is awful. There's zero offense. Bottom of the line, he couldn't finish it in the playoffs. Yeah. I mean there's that too. But
is this Vrabel we're talking about?
I think so. It just didn't work out for other reasons. I think Vrabel did the best with the roster he had, but there were players that we signed that he told us to sign, and every one of them was horrible. Every single one. They never worked. And that's just how it is. How urgent is the Titans for now for investing? They're investing in long-term stability. The big word from Brinker and Borgonzi, even in the offseason, was patience. They're trying to do and hopefully it gets done the Packers way of doing things. Draft them young, make a play together, retain who you think is good, send off whoever's bad, all that stuff. How long is it going to take for the fan base to say enough is enough? If
they already have.
I think they already have for the most part. Now, the thing is, I always felt like this year's the rebuilding year. So I'm going to go through it. If people don't think so, that's fine. But this is the rebuilding year. You drafted your quarterback. Okay. So I expect things to happen next year, and I get the frustration. I understand it. I wish we were good, but it's not tangible right now. And by the way, we're not the first team to go through this. Everybody's done this. Everybody's gotten a turn on this. The Browns did it for a decade. All right. We're 3 years. We are in 3 tough years. And I think it could be turned around. Which assistant coordinators do you think are safe, valuable after this change? Well, Bones is okay on special teams and Denard Wilson's okay on defense. That would be my guess of the only 2 safe at this moment. Vrabel is an old-minded coach. His problem is he can't get the new style of coaching. That's true. Now, the good news is I think Kraft, correct me if I'm wrong, Scott, but Kraft said you're hiring Josh McDaniels as your OC, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe Kraft was smart enough to go, hey, bro, you don't grasp offense too well. I don't know. But Josh McDaniels is taking care of that. What's your biggest hope and fear for the rest of the season? I have no fear or hope. The biggest thorn in my side, a guy that was possibly hurting the team, and in fact, I do agree was hurting the team, is gone with his bad decision-making and his bad coaching. So my only hope for the year is that you try to find some wins. I have 0 wins written down so far. I need to have more than 1 win based on a fluke within Arizona.
I think if you watched Fall Stat Thursdays on LTS, I think Sam laid it out very nicely in the previews.
Thank you.
5 or 6 wins is what Sam was hoping for, and you still can get that. But he wasn't saying 12 wins this season.
No.
It was a gradual uphill climb, and that's what it is.
Because Chad Brinker and Mike Borgonzi both said, "Hey guys, this is what it is. Like this is where we are." Let me go ahead and say this: when we open the new stadium, we better have a wide receiver 1 and HB1. I fully agree with that. that you have to have those two positions ironed out. I don't like it when fans say it's a rebuild when you have 8+ wins. I get it, but we're not in that situation. Scott, be honest. Do you think Belichick's hoodie had more wins? What?
Okay.
What?
So the running joke with me has been I hate Joe Milton and I wanted him gone.
He's a great quarterback.
I think Joe Milton would have been a really good backup for this team. Because nobody knew what Drake May was going to be like. No, Belichick screwed this team up for years with his GM supposed leadership and drafting, and he never got it. He never got it to a point where it was back to where the Brady teams were. So Belichick screwed it up. I don't like him at all. It was all Brady. Sam's right. It was all Brady.
It's all Tommy, baby. It's all Tommy. Your team's also was a restaurant. Would it be open on Sundays? I'll let you know after the ass whooping of the Patriots game. You have to build around Cam. Yeah, no, I agree. These things have to be done. Like, this is why they need an offensive-minded head coach. This is why we are leaning the way we are and all that stuff.
So for everybody that's commenting, what do you guys want them to do with Ridley? Do you want them to sign him, or do you want them to let him go?
I say get him. Get him out of here.
I would agree. He hasn't shown anything.
If you can trade him for anything at this point, just get him out. Just get him out. Be done with it. You're going to stink anyway. And like I said, Mike McCoy literally needs to go down there like, hey, Cam, you be Cam. You throw it deep. You go crazy. You throw intermediate route. I don't care. Go for it. We got nothing to lose.
See the guy that's open, Cam? You throw it to him. That's it.
I don't care who it is. You forget everything you have been taught. You must unlearn what you have learned, as Yoda has said, and just go out there and have a great time. If it's an interception, screw it. We'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Yeah. At this point, do you stop calling it a rebuild or just admit it's a hobby? Oh, that's not very nice. Well, it wasn't a rebuild last year. That was Rand Carthon's big failing. He tried to tweak this thing and put a bunch of money towards Snead and Ridley and stuff, and look what that had. Fire sale should start this week. It should, and there should be a lot of names on that. Chad Brinker has publicly said he would like, oh Lord, what did he say? 15 picks in the top 100, I think is what he said. Get it done. I just hope it's not Big Jeff, but I know he would fetch a fine price. I hate saying that, but it's true.
I don't think you should start a fire sale. I think you probably just need to trade Ridley and one or two other pieces.
And then just hold out.
And just hold out and wait and hope that you get
I will be at the stadium. I will have my We Are Ass shirt on from Titans Idiot Nation, and I will have a paper bag on my head because I love this team, even though they pissed me off.
I would rather watch Titans. To be honest with you, Titans Patriots is going to be fascinating to see on Sunday.
Fascinating. It's just Mike Vrabel going, I hope you learned your lesson. I hope you learned your lesson. I hope you learned your lesson.
He is really downplaying it. His press conference today, he is
Mike.
really downplaying it.
Mike, listen, I know who you are, Mike. You are fired up and ready to go. So for both, and every team had to start their backup quarterback for the entire season into no injuries, no excuses. Which team make the Super Bowl? Who's your backup, Scott?
Joshua Dobbs.
Oh, good old Josh Dobbs. I love Josh. You love the UT quarterback, Scott. You love Joe Milton. You love Josh Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs, yeah.
Yeah, good old Josh Dobbs, the astrophysicist himself, Josh Dobbs.
I hate to say this. I think the best backup in the NFL right now resides in Dallas.
Yeah, Joe Milton.
I do, even though in the preseason he wasn't great, but I think
famous Jameis.
Oh, Jameis. Well, is Jameis the backup or is it Russell Wilson?
It's Jameis now, I believe. But I'll have to check on that for you. I'm not sure.
There's really no good backups in the NFL.
No, all the bad quarterback classes, that's usually your backup depth, and they're bad. It's all bad everywhere.
Yeah.
Trade candidates: Ridley, Snead, Key, Dramant, Zettler, and Pollard. I'd hate to get rid of Zettler, but I understand why. Yeah, no, all those make sense. Matt Jones, that's a good point.
Matt Jones, San Francisco.
He has held his own. Where is Gardner Minshew? I don't know. Where is he?
Is he Kansas third string in Kansas City? He was in Kansas City preseason. Yeah, I think he might be in Kansas City.
That's funny. I don't want anything to happen to Mahomes, but I would be very interested to see.
And by the way, people, Buffalo's about to lose their second game in a row right now.
Yeah, Atlanta is not fooling around. They're taking it to him. Yeah, he is in Kansas City. Good job, Titans takes. You're so much faster than I am.
You're the man, Titans.
Yeah. All right, we're going to answer a few more questions. I gotta let Scott go. He needs his beauty sleep.
Tapioca night is at 11 p.m.
The shuffleboard tournament's about to start up. And every NFL team had to swap coaches for some reason, random lottery style. Which coach would completely ruin a contender the fastest, and which bad team would actually get good coaches for us?
I'd say Jonathan Gannon in Arizona would ruin anybody right now.
Fair.
He's awful. He's awful.
Yeah, they are. All your depth, like all the guys that didn't make it and were first-round draft picks or capable backups, they've just down. It's like offensive linemen in the NFL. It used to be over 70% when you drafted an offensive lineman in the first round, he was going to work out. That number has dropped to almost 50%. It never used to be that way.
If Jackson Dart gets the Giants into the playoffs, I'm gonna really be sick to my stomach because that team's awful.
Yeah, I'm not ready. It's like people jumping on Cam. I'm not ready to get rid of Cam in his rookie season, and I'm not ready to crown Jackson Dart as the king in his rookie season.
No, I'm not ready either.
If that makes any sense, Scott, you were alive for this one. Only one player in NFL history has thrown a touchdown, caught a touchdown, and returned a kickoff for the touchdown. Who was it?
This is not Alan Perales behind it. Oh, I know who it is. It's Tanner Dawson.
Yeah, it's super producer himself. Minshew, Jones, Milton, and Garoppolo. Yeah, no, I think that's correct.
Tanner was it Otto Graham back in 1942 or something like that?
They're a great story, 100%.
Yeah, they are a great
Gale
story.
Sayers, he says. Gale
Sayers, yeah.
Oh, Scott, thank you for putting up with this.
No
here I
problem.
am trying to have a football story, and I've got this cage full of insane birds.
You people have ruined Sam's start of his vacation completely. So, especially Big Dawes.
I'm just gonna start drinking. Scott, you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you Thursday. Do you got anything coming up?
Baseball show Wednesday night with our mutual.
Ooh, Mariners! Goodness gracious! Yeah,
I have a 40-1 ticket on the Mariners to win the American League.
Oh boy, yeah,
I'm feeling good about it. But our mutual co-host Alan Perales will be hosting the show with Jonathan Grishman. And what about you guys? Are doing the wrestling show tomorrow night?
I think so. What an awesome!
I was at Bound for Glory last night, Sunday night. It was awesome.
Oh, awesome. Rock on.
The beautiful people are definitely beautiful people, let me tell you.
Oh, I get it.
One. And number two, what about them turning on Seth Rollins on Raw?
I thought it might be a little too soon, but now I'm kind of thinking it's not too soon, if that makes any sense.
So Rollins is the baby face again? Is this the way we're going with it now?
I think he's going to have to turn to Cody for help. That's what I think. Yeah, he's going to have to turn, and Cody's going to be like, "Are you done being an ass? Let's
just like we did with Cena." Yep, this is a Cena story all over again.
Right? So. They click their little watches together and they get it done. You know what I mean?
They drink Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer in the middle of the ring, and that's it.
Everybody, please like and subscribe. We'll see you later.